Well, we have a controversial pick on our hands. In round two at pick 51, our Philadelphia Eagles drafted a center named Cam Jurgens over certain other available players such as Nakobe Dean and Travis Jones. Dean has fallen like a rock, and I believe at the time of this recording, he's still available. That injury is really scaring people off. Dean is a round 1 or 2 talent. He's a first round or second round talent. I did not expect him to fall this far, but he's still available. And people are not happy about this Jurgens pick. People are upset with this Jurgens pick because it was not a flashy pick. One of our biggest needs right now is corner. Another one is safety. And of course, linebackers. People thought we should prioritize that over a center. And listen, I would have taken Dean or Jones at this spot. I would have took Dean or Jones at 51, but I do understand the pick because Jason Kelce is eventually going to retire. We're not always going to have the luxury of having Jason Kelce play as center. So we have to think about life after Kelce. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but you got to think about it. So I'm not mad about this pick. In fact, Jason Kelce actually had a lot of influence on this pick. He personally handpicked this guy. Jason Kelce loves this dude. And you know what? If Jason Kelce thinks that I just forgot his last name that quick. Jurgens. If Kelce thinks that Jurgens can be a stud, then you know what? I'm going to believe Jason Kelce because if anybody knows how to evaluate a center, it should be him. It's him. So I welcome the pick. I know it wasn't a flashy pick. I wouldn't have picked him personally, but I understand the pick. I respect the pick. This reminds me of last year when we drafted Landon Dickerson. In the second round, we took Landon Dickerson over Asante Samuel Jr., and that pick was also controversial. That pick was also unpopular because Landon Dickerson had a lengthy injury history in college, and Asante Samuel Jr., he was a really high corner on a lot of people's draft boards, and it helped that his father played for the Eagles before. So when we took him over Asante Samuel Jr., there was a huge backlash against that pick with Landon Dickerson. And Landon Dickerson has become a stud. Landon Dickerson looks really good. I don't think he got injured last season. He looks really good so far. So this gives me Landon Dickerson vibes. Give the pick a chance, people. Like, don't be so knee-jerk that you don't want to accept this pick at all. Like, just give Jurgens a chance, you know? And speaking of Dickerson, so last year, we all thought that Dickerson was going to be the next center. We thought that Dickerson was going to be the future as center after Kelce leaves. But I think the plan now is for Dickerson to stay at guard. And then for this Jurgens guy we just drafted, him to be Kelce's successor. Take care, everybody, and go Birds.